Hi guys, welcome to Boobs. That
More or
show.
less. More or less.
I mean, High School DxD doll. It's about
Yeah.
boobs and chess, man. So like chess and chests. Like we're doing good. Like
You aren't wrong there.
dude, like legit. Like I don't know. I was kind of like I was kind of hoping you'd like it, to be honest.
Well,
I okay. Let's start first. How far did you get? Because like obviously last week I couldn't get through the entire thing.
all right. So each season was what, like 12
Yeah,
episodes?
each season was 12
Had like
episode.
had maybe one or two OVAs, and I think it was like season 1 had like 6 specials that were each like 3 minutes long, I want to say.
Oh, I didn't even check out the specials. I just went through like I didn't even do the specials or OVAs. I just watched the show straight through.
Well, let's put it like this. Um, I watched the first season in about 2 days, binged the second the next day, and finished the third season and then looked up immediately if there was a fourth one.
Yes. Yes.
I it was actually really good. I liked it.
Oh, dude, it makes me so happy you liked it, man.
I liked how it was centered around chess.
Dude, after my last suggestion, like I felt bad. I wanted to give you something really good.
What was your last one?
That one was
Was it Gakko?
that was the School Live, I think.
Yeah, Gakko Garashi.
Yeah, where I killed off all your good characters that you liked.
God damn it.
So I'm all like, yo, let me make up for it. We'll do High School DxD. And like I actually was expecting you to get only through the first season, because the first season can be kind of slow.
I didn't have a problem with it
Okay. But like
because it goes back to the whole premise of what I like in an anime. It had good characters.
yeah. No, like that completely carried it for me. Like I got through the first season, I'm like, "Oh, cool, we're going to get into things." And then the second season actually delivered on things going through, you know what I mean?
Like it's one of those things where I only had one gripe towards the end of the series. Like it's like Issei, his whole thing was like he wanted to be God. His whole objective was to become a harem king.
I'm sorry, but I find that fucking hilarious.
But no. Here's the one thing where it was just kind of like getting like towards the end was just like he's such an idiot about it too.
Oh yeah, no.
Because he essentially is one, but he doesn't fucking care.
Yep, nope, he's fucking moronic. It's great.
Like in his school, he's literally got the two hottest chicks who want his dick.
Yep. I mean, straight up.
And then on top of that, just he's got like the most popular guy as one of his friends.
Speaking of which, they're all in this weird fucking club. I don't know how I can get like the girls can be attractive or whatever, but like the most popular guy being part of like a weird ass fucking club doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Well, they explained his backstory as to, I think it was in season 2, as to why, like, how he became. Well, okay. So the whole premise of the show is like, basically, it's wrapped around devils.
Okay. Oh well, yeah.
And like,
yeah, that's...
and the devils can like true devils can recruit people to become basically their servants.
No, they're chess pieces.
They're chess pieces. Like each piece is correlated with something. Like the pawn is, if you know chess, you know what the pawn does. It's front lines. If it reaches the other end, or like if it enters the enemy's territory, it can be promoted.
Yeah,
into any of the other pieces minus the king.
Pretty much.
And the bishop is very loyal to the family. Which the family for the main cast is the Gremery clan.
Our
family.
I think, like, I don't know if we want to take it that literally. Like, it's more of a loose, like bishops are the healers, or, like, support group. The queen is obviously the right hand, destroy fucking everything.
Mostly magic based.
Yeah, mostly magic based. Like,
Knights are focused on speed and swordsmanship, and then rooks are brute strength and defense.
Yep. So, I mean, like, it's pretty straightforward. Like, the idea is pretty solid. At least in terms of like, structuring your army that way. As it were.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting because some people, some families will have the normal like 8 pawns. They'll have like the 16 total pieces.
Oh yeah, like people.
But the main character Issei, he's the pawn, but he got infused with all 8 pieces.
Yeah, because not.
So he's a super pawn.
It's one of those things that like each person is worth a different amount, right? So like the stronger a person is, the more pieces that they'll need.
No. Like Rias actually said that she's like, yeah, I infused you with all 8 pieces because I can see your potential.
Well, the whole reason behind it was. Like you need to have a certain amount in order to recruit somebody, depending on their power level. Because like the one guy who had
she didn't really mention that.
Oh no, it was mentioned because it was mentioned with the guy with the fucking like frog tongue thing. You know what I'm talking about?
What?
Okay, so the guy who had that like that.
Oh,
whip,
the rogue priest.
Yeah. No, not the rogue priest. This was the other demon. You know he fought against the rogue priest, but it was the other demon family in the same school. Like the other demon family recruited somebody and he's like, "Yeah, I took 4 pieces or I took 4 pawns to recruit."
No, he said I'm up to 4 pawns.
No.
I swear that's what he said.
Okay. I'm not going to argue it, but...
Well, regardless.
Yeah, everyone can tell me, or everyone in the chat can just tell me how Greg is wrong.
Being common.
We have the internet, man.
Well, regardless, he has the 8 pieces, and he's super strong because he also has this thing called a sacred gear, which is like power placed into humans.
Yeah. So like.
And he's got this one of the most powerful ones of the Red Crimson Dragon Emperor.
Should we state like the original idea on what's going on, because like the original like. So we get like all this information that's like super weird and super out there for like the first 2 seasons, and it's not until like season 3 do we actually get told what the fuck happened and why things are the way they are.
Pretty much.
Because like there was a war in between angels, fallen angels, and demons.
In which case
everybody got fucked up.
Yeah, like the fallen angels lost all their ranks but kept their leaders. The devils lost all their leaders. God died.
Yeah.
So his right-hand man, Archangel Michael, is picking up the pieces.
Oh yeah, it is Michael. I don't know why I thought Gabriel for a second.
Yeah, it's Michael.
Yeah, it's Michael. Yeah, no. Again, I don't do religion good.
Yeah, and then you find out later that like the king of the group that they're in, like the main protagonists, you find out like her brother is technically one of the demon lords, Lucifer.
Yeah.
He becomes essentially one of the Lucifers, and like it's so fucking crazy.
So here's the thing, right? So since all 3 groups lost almost all of their ranks because of this crap that's been going on, they've started recruiting humans, which is where the whole pieces come into play. So like chess pieces for demons, the actual. It's like face cards in the 10 for angels, I believe.
Yes.
And I have no fucking clue what the fallen angels had. They had
I think
some
the fallen
sort of,
angels are just there.
they had some. Well, they did have a certain structure, but I can't remember what it was. I don't know.
No, I don't think it was ever fully explained.
Maybe tiddlywinks.
Like,
They're all
my-
tiddlywinks.
My biggest gripe was like the third season ended on such like a oh yeah we're definitely going to continue.
Yeah, which
But then I actually looked it up. They confirmed a season 4.
they did confirm a season 4. Yeah, no, I realized that there had to be a season 4. Like this, like it's
But
pretty
the
solid.
season 3 ended back in 2015.
Yeah, they're late on it.
They literally just got the last piece of their group, and they're just like, you do know your hardships are only going to be tougher now, right?
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah,
Then
by the way,
end of series.
there's no excuse for you being a fuck up anymore. Like,
It's like you got your last rook. Congrats.
pretty much.
And okay, so like I loved all of the characters. I really did. All of them.
To be
Like,
fair,
Issei's pervertedness kind of got a little annoying towards the end.
yeah, no, it really did.
Like it was funny at first just because of the stupid shit he would do
Yeah,
and come up with.
It's completely ridiculous, and then
Rias was funny just because of how like she's like super powerful and like this all like pure-blooded devil.
demon, whatever.
They say devils.
Well, they say devils, and in some in some translations it's devil, some translations it's demon.
Oh, all the ones I saw were devils.
Oh, okay.
And she just gets she basically falls for Issei towards the end of the first season.
Yeah, and then they all start going, and it's just a
Asya, oh god, she was cute, but like, no, like, she was like little sister cute, so it was just very awkward. Asya was the nun, the previous nun that became the bishop.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking. I know who you're talking about. Here we go. A text from Greg. I'm just gonna say, and you probably called it, but I love Asia. She's so cute.
She is. She's adorable.
So funny.
She's adorable.
No, it was just really funny that you sent me that. I'm all like, I hope you're liking it. Like,
Akino was one of my favorites. Like, she was just... I loved her. And I loved her hairstyle.
how about the trap, man?
Oh my god.
Did you get trapped?
Gasper?
Did you get trapped? Bruh.
No, I actually didn't. And I got a train going in the background.
Yeah, no shit, man. You gotta move. Your house annoys me. I don't know why it annoys me, but it does.
It doesn't help that the conductors around here like to make sweet love to that horn.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, you gotta stick your dick in something.
Yeah. Kiba, back to the point at hand.
Yeah.
Kiba was really cool, and his just the fact of what his balance breaker was the holy devil sword.
Was that his balance breaker, or was that just...
No, it was his balance breaker.
Okay.
It was, and then on top of that, then you had the trap, Gasper.
Jasper the Trap.
Uh,
It had to come at some point, man.
Yeah. Then you had you had Kaneko first.
Oh,
She
you're
was
gonna love. Oh, you're gonna love this next. You're gonna love the love month, because we got some great suggestions.
Kaneko started out as like the standard like, oh well, you're despicable pervert, get the fuck away from me, like quiet type, to being like finding out that she's like one of the two cat spirits or whatever, so she has like kitty ears and a tail and she becomes amazingly adorable.
I mean, to be fair, it kind of fits the Rook. Well, not the adorableness, but the fucking like the stony attitude.
Yeah, no, it does, and then like, but then you get the second Rook that comes in at the very end.
Yeah.
The one from Valhalla.
Uh-huh.
And then before that, though, in the second season, you get the second knight, Zenobia, who used to be, who is a holy sword wielder.
Okay, so there's a whole bunch of relationships and a whole bunch of people.
I just love Zenobia's, like, one of her first reactions with Issei. Just fucking corners him in the school, like storage room or something, and he's just like, yeah, I want to make a baby with you.
Yep.
And it's funny because like the other girls don't get mad at it.
Mr. Harem King fucking flubs it, man.
He just doesn't get laid ever.
Well, to be fair, it's kind of the harem way. So, do you want to hear how I found this?
How?
So I'm like, dude, I need a show to watch. I'm feeling super depressed, right? I watched a show suggested by Pat, who's one of my friends.
Was this the one that Pat suggested?
No. Pat suggested a different one, okay? So Pat suggested one turned into a harem. So I'm like, Greg, you gotta save me, man. Gotta give me something good to watch.
So I gave you Monster Musume.
So he gives me Monster Musume.
Not knowing that you didn't want a harem.
Full straight up harem twice in a row. Feeling super alone here, boys. Alright, well, what am I gonna watch next? Well, like, this thing's, like, super highly rated. Let me go see what this is. Fucking Highschool DxD. Harem
Mega
King.
harem.
Way to go. I am the worst fucking human being. I don't think good.
Oh.
So yeah, this was my fault in the whole trilogy of shit show.
Yeah, I like how out of all of the females, really, the only one that he really, like, I guess, like, well, okay, let's talk about something real quickly. How, like, unique all of the characters on Rias's team are.
Okay. I don't think you can get much more clusterfucky.
So you've got, okay, let me go through them. You've got Issei, who needed all 8 pawns, or has all 8 pawns.
Human.
He's a human that has the sacred gear of the Crimson Dragon Emperor, which is one of the 2 emperors.
Yeah, just
super powerful. So he's super, super goddamn powerful. You've got Asya, who is
the queen, right?
Asya? No, Asya is bishop.
Asya, the healer.
So she's the bishop who has a sacred gear of Twilight healing that can heal anybody, and she was an ex-nun. Her double. You got Aquino, who is a sadist, who is like super powerful lightning magic that you find out later that she's half fallen angel. Like, her mom was a human, her dad was a fallen angel. You have Kaneko, who is a super quiet, like, really reserved, who turns out to be a cat, one of the 2 cat spirits.
Like,
who use spiritual magic. You have Kiba, who you find out was an experiment in a holy sword program, because holy swords aren't people. Not a lot of people can wield them, and they were the church was experimenting on young people to like forcibly allow them to wield holy swords. He was the only survivor, and then he ends up being able to wield a holy devil sword, which anything holy touching a devil would burn them, and they can't even pray without getting a headache.
So
to God, you got Zenobia, who is a true-blooded holy sword wielder and can wield Durandal, I believe it's called, which is one of the like most powerful holy swords.
Yeah, well, they're
You have Gasper, who has a sacred gear of stopping time, who is a dude and is half vampire. Then you have Rospice or whatever, who was Odin's bodyguard and was from Valhalla and is a Valkyrie.
Yeah.
What the fuck is their team?
Well, what's really funny.
It's so unique.
What's really funny about the whole thing is how it's explained that that's kind of the Grimmery way. Because I guess her brother has like the same clusterfuck team.
I don't remember that. All you see is like just his queen, which is also his wife.
Yeah, no, like you don't actually see her brother's team at all, but it's said in the like they say it in the show that it's all like, oh, you're kind of you're kind of continuing the Grimmery tradition of what the fuck, guys.
Meanwhile, all the other ones just have random people.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, for what we know, I mean, like, they could be special, they could do stuff, but we don't have any information on a whole lot of other people. Like, there's so many relationships going on. Like, it would not make sense to look at someone else's team and figure out what's going on there because there's just too much going on in the one. In my opinion, like...
Yeah, no, I mean, it's good that they're focusing. Like, all the characters are fantastic. Like, they really are.
So yeah, no, I'm super glad you liked it.
Yeah. I really, really hope that they announce a release date for the 4th season. If not, I'm going to have to try hunting down the manga, because I heard the manga is going a lot longer.
Yeah. No, I bet it is. Like, it was super solid. Like,
it was pretty actiony. It had a lot of good humor into it.
See, that's what I liked about it, is that it kept moving. Like, even though there are a whole bunch of relationships and a whole bunch of stuff going on, there's still things that are happening.
I love just how perverted Issei is, and yet they still want his dick. Like I said before, he has Rias and Akino, but he keeps wanting to peep on other girls. It's like, why?
Dude.
You legitimately have the king and queen of the school.
Dude's got aspirations, man. I'm not gonna keep that boy down.
I would. I'd be like, dude, you have like the prize jewels of the fucking school.
I'm guessing there's gonna be something.
Use it on them.
I'm guessing there's gonna be something going on, but
like at the end of the 3rd season, like it kind of was saddening, where it's just like, oh, he forgot that he basically like actually the one thing Rias wanted was he always called her president. She just wanted him to call him Issei, to call her her name. Like. She just wanted Issei to call her Rias, but instead of president, because she felt like she wasn't important enough to him. And it was just like, it happens. They kiss. He exclaims that he loved her, and then, oh yeah, I don't remember anything. It's like, that's such a fucking cop out.
Well, I don't know. He sustained a lot of injuries at that point.
Well, they explained, because it's like as soon as they got back from the dimensional gap is when, like, oh yeah, we don't remember shit. Even Rias doesn't remember a lot.
Yeah.
She remembers some of it, but she's not gonna tell him.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, god damn it. It's like, and there are so many instances where it's just like, god damn it.
Yep, nope, there's some god damn it moments. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, no, I don't think there's a whole lot more to say, because like, I don't know.
Okay,
I will say
this:
everything.
if you want to watch it, you get kind of numb to it after like the first episode. Essentially, find it uncensored, because the censored versions are fucking dumb. Like, the way that they censor it is very unnatural.
Yeah, no, I think I remember that.
the site that I watched it on until I got really sick of it had a mixture of censored and uncensored videos in the season.
Oh,
It was really weird. Like I went like 2/3 of the first season uncensored, and then like one episode was censored. I'm like, what the fuck? And then the others were like the first time they did uncensored, literally they had like the nipples just completely like blind, like shining light blinding. It's just like that's just unnatural.
Yeah,
And
no, I'd be
the rest of the times they had like the two D's in like the actual like what the title looks like, where it's like two D's that are supposed to like with like the devil wings and stuff like that.
yeah.
They had those like just look like the wings fluttering and like covering.
Yeah.
It's like that's not
no,
no. Just do what Monster Musume did and just don't draw them.
or
Just leave.
I don't know.
Basically, leave it round. Don't add a nipple in.
It's just I don't know. Like I never
really
watch the censored. Like I can't do it.
It's like
awful.
I eventually got really fucking sick of it because in the third season it looked like most of them were going to be censored. So I just looked it up online. I'm like, just Highschool DxD season 3 uncensored, and I found a site.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that's where we're at.
Don't taunt me with boobs and then cover it.
Oh, all right. So we have next week. Oh my god.
Boobs.
Well, not well.
Boobies.
Yes, but no.
Boobies.
Girls in Panzer.
I don't know.
So they're girls. And Panzers. Being tanks.
What?
Dude, I wish I was lying. I watched the whole thing already, man. Like, I don't know. We have to talk about it though.
Japan.
Oh, Japan. Oh, what did you do to me? So yes, we are doing special love stuff next month. The month after that, we're looking at maybe doing like unlucky something or other.
Because it's St. Patrick's month. So why not do unlucky?
I know, right? Because fuck protagonists, I guess.
Yep, fuck like any character in a show.
Yep, no, specifically the protagonist.
Protagonist?
The protagonist. Okay, so that's gonna be fun. Are we gonna do anything special, like small episode something?
I don't know. If you do, you'll see it.
Dude, what we should do is like at some point we'll upload an episode of just something we've both seen already. Because then we'll kind of be back on track, considering we were already, you know.
Yeah. Are we still recording?
Yep.
Stop the fucking recording!
I don't wanna.